Shola, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Thanks
Um,
for having me.
how has the pandemic affected you, I guess, from a work perspective, maybe from a personal perspective as well?
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Shola Akinlade. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Paystack. Paystack is a payments company. We help merchants accept payments from their customers. We're based in Nigeria, currently live in Nigeria, Ghana, and hopefully we'll be live in South Africa soon. Yeah, so I guess sorry, I have to do that run before I
No,
start. But
perfect.
um, yeah, to answer the question, I think like it's been very unprecedented. I think no one planned for it. I think personally, you know, I've just like tried to figure out how to survive, but thankfully, I think I'm still here. Some resilience, especially on the business side and on the team side, has been very positive. Just seeing how resilient the people on the team, and even our customers, to be honest, like just seeing
Yeah,
how people have been able to like handle this, has really just kept me going.
yeah. So Branch is a customer of Paystack.
Yes, thanks. I didn't want to say that, but thanks for saying it.
It's not secret. Yeah, we're really, really recovering in Nigeria. Actually, Nigeria is the fastest country to recover, so it seems
Oh, wow, that's
really,
good to hear.
really resilient economy.
For those people who are just watching who are new to the company, can you say more about it, the products, what you cover,
Yeah.
where you are?
We have three big products actually. We do collections, we do payouts, and then we do identity verification. So those are the three products that we use. I think personally for me, if you and maybe the company, what I'm trying to do is exactly what we're trying to do at Paystack, which is a good thing for me. So if you ask me what I'm trying to do with myself and what Paystack is trying to do, I would articulate it in three ways. I would say the first part of it is, can we figure out how to make payments work in the continent? Because I think payments is still broken. And 4 years in, it is still broken, to be honest. We've made a lot of progress, but it is broken because if you think about scale, so last month, Paystack did about 15 million transactions in 1 month. If we got it right 99% of the time, we would have had problems 150,000 times, which 150,000 problems is a lot of problems, and as you scale, 99% doesn't matter again. It has to be 99.99 so that the numbers continue to go down. And what we've seen and historically is just that it's just been in the continent. There's so many things that go wrong. And so a lot of my work, a lot of our work at Paystack is just make it work. Like it sounds simple, but it is the most difficult decision ever.
It sounds
Just
so simple.
make it work. So I think the first part of our work at Paystack is just making payments work, specifically online payments. I consider myself a craftsman. I think this is a craft. And can I just find other crafts people like me? And can we all just like work on our craft? And can we just like build the right environment so that if we did that, we would create a lot of change? I think about the people that built airplanes in the 50s or 40s. Like, and the work is still like people are still enjoying it and people are taking and building on that work. I think about the work we're doing at Paystack now, and I think in the next 100 years, like it's going to have like a strong impact. So I'm looking for like people like that, and I'm trying to figure out how to build an environment that would allow people do the best work of their lives.
Yeah. So, I was at PayPal for the first 6 years of that
Oh
company.
wow, amazing.
And one thing that happened as we became bigger is there was a real internal debate between adding more features and
Yeah.
serving more client segments versus just focusing on uptime and success. And
Mm-hmm.
so, we would say, well, 99%, but essentially what we learned, and we actually, the beginning of the company avoided hiring people from traditional financial services, but then we got more people from like Visa, MasterCard, other places, and learned that our customers didn't value, some of these features that we as product managers thought were,
Exactly.
interesting to build, but they really just
Exactly.
wanted this thing to work and not fail. And so
Exactly.
I like how
Exactly.
your first priority is just getting, to 99999 and realizing
Exactly.
that being something that is completely reliable is perhaps like the top thing to focus on.
Yeah, no, there's still a lot. I think great things take time, and I like how you explained it on the PayPal site. It's also the same here where like there's a lot of focus. Sometimes I take interviews and people say, what is the most innovative thing Paystack is going to build this month and next month? I'm like, nothing. Like we're just going to make it work. And that is hard enough.
I've been working with banks and different fintech companies for 15 years, and I still see, especially payments in Nigeria, just once in a while they just fail inexplicably. And I really don't understand to this day, this many years in, like what really happens to that money. Sometimes it's just a black box, like the API one day, or like, because they're just APIs, they're just computers, they should talk to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are multiple things, it might be, and I've seen it multiple times. It might be like a bank that maybe while they were doing something, they said, you can only have 10 transactions a day. And they set that, and they put that, hard-coded it somewhere per customer. And the person has left the bank and the person works somewhere else. But because none of their customers do 10 transactions a day, nobody cares. And then Branch comes now with a new app, and you see this person, now they're doing more, but they're not having to do 11 transactions a day.
Is it like fraud here? Are these fraud heuristics often that?
No, it might not be fraud. It might just be a decision somebody made. Again, it's just, it's just a decision that someone made that they've forgotten about.
Who makes this? Who makes
it's the people that built it. It's the people.
Yeah, these product managers. They just
or the developers.
We should probably put a cap on it. It's unimaginable someone would hit 10. Except for poor, some reason that's probably not a good reason. So let's just put a cap in there. Shola, when you are in the marketplace and I guess a merchant is contemplating or a customer is contemplating using you versus your competitor, who do they often evaluate Paystack against, and why does Paystack win out in the customers who choose you?
Yeah, I'm not going to give them ideas in case they are watching, but
yeah, okay, well,
it's a very small world.
Do it, yeah.
But I think the good thing is we've built like a reputation, and it comes from, even like I said, just focusing on making it work. And so when people actually come to us, they come to us because someone else has recommended us. Someone else has told them that Paystack works for me. So it's usually an easier conversation. But people choose us primarily now for our reputation. Because I think payments is not a checklist. It's not even like lending where the interest rates are different or some of those things. Like it is literally an experience. It is a complicated experience. So, and business payments actually. So it's not like, oh, do you have this? Oh, these people don't have this. It's more of like, do I trust you with my business? And for that, I think it's your brand power that really matters. And I would say that's the primary reason people choose us, just from our reputation. And then the secondary reason is probably, I would say, just like the vibe, which sounds very big. But when you talk to anybody at Paystack, when you interact with our product, you know that we were made for you. This is why we started Paystack. This is why I'm here. We usually say, we want to get to a place where it will be reckless for someone not to use Paystack. Like they will be sabotaging their own business, and so we just like continuing to like figure this out and solve a real problem. I think, especially if I can do what I love, especially if I don't have to like, I was telling someone, okay, I don't want to talk too much, but I think just personally, I would hate to be that person that, oh, I'm wishing you happy birthday so you can use Paystack. No, I don't want to do that, Matt. I don't want to wish you happy birthday because you can use Paystack. I want to wish you happy birthday because I care about you or something like that, So I don't want to over-index on relationships and all those false things. I want to build Paystack, and maybe if I'm lucky, if we find a connection, connect with you personally and build a relationship. And we have built relationships with our merchants. We have good relationships with them, but that is a bonus. That is after the fact. It is not because we didn't build the relationship because we wanted them to use Paystack. We built the relationship because they've seen us as a partner. And so
Branch is working in several African countries and India, and we're looking for ways to reach our users together. We have hundreds of millions of downloads and of phone numbers and tens of millions of downloads. And so we're looking for a way to allow our customers to send money to each other, not just borrow and pay loans to Branch, in a Pan-African way. Can Paystack help with that?
Yeah. I guess cross-border payments is one of the things that is still super broken in Africa. Like, it's high on our priority list, and it's something we're figuring out. We can probably help at some point, but I don't think we can do that. We can't do it at scale yet, but it's something that we are like actively working on, and like we have a team that is trying to figure it out, but it's just broken. And there's just so much that needs to happen for you to move money from Tanzania to Lagos in a compliant way. Because again, and that's another thing, another decision we've made, the truth is that sometimes you might be able to get things right without like, especially if you're willing to like, just like cut some corners, But again, I'm not trying to create problems for myself. Like, yes, I want to help Raj, but I don't want to do that at the expense of my company, of my future, of everybody else on the team.
As you probably know, we built investments product at Branch in Nigeria.
That's it. Yes.
We've been waiting for the correct license, the finance company license. It's now 3 years in. I think we talked about this.
Yes.
And the final step was this physical inspection. CBN needs to physically inspect our office. COVID happened, and we're like, well, another 2 years till they're willing to come to our office. Just last week, they agreed to do a Zoom inspection of the office.
Wow.
I was up at like, I think it was 3 a.m. on the West Coast, and I wore a suit on my Zoom call, met with these central bank officers, and then our staff was in the office in Lagos, and they literally did a physical inspection over Zoom, meaning they walked around the office, and they're like, "Show me the front desk. Like, here's where the secretary greets you. Here's where the HR." I felt like they were looking for a vault or something. Like, I don't deal with money, so it's just a bunch of desks. And they asked for all these documents. They wanted to see the documents. So if they were in the office, they want to see your policies, and you have to have your policies printed out in a book. And so our lawyer was just holding up a book with a bunch of just documents, paper documents, to the camera, just to prove that we had them. It was really, really funny. It's something I'll never forget. Only during COVID would this situation happen. But I think that means we're just one step, each step could take a week or a year.
Exactly.
But I think we're just one step from getting the license, which will allow us to go public with the piggy investment product. And we've just been doing it in beta. We have but the user behavior in beta is incredible. Like the product market fit is super, super there. It's just one of those things that sells itself. We can offer like 15 to 20%. So you should put your savings.
Well, Premal, I'll take your last question.
Just kind of advice to, your younger self, given your journey now.
Okay, the two kinds of my younger self. There's like my younger self when I started Paystack, and there's my younger self before I started Paystack. For my younger self before Paystack, I would say courage. You should be very courageous. If you have a courageous goal, you don't have to be the one to fix it, because the right people will find you, but it takes something courageous for the right people to even find you and support you. So I guess just a combination of all that will be what I would tell myself.
Thank you, Shola.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. It was good meeting you, and good meeting you, Premal. Yeah.
Yep.
And thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt, for everything. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Cheers, Ryan.